So, you just finished Cambridge checkpoint. Grade 8, done. Exams, over. And then your school hands you a form. Please choose your IGCSE subjects for grade 9 and grade 10. And just like that, the headache begins. Which subjects do I pick? How many do I need? Am I going to regret this? Can I even mix science and business together? What about languages? Do I have to take Hindi? Can I take French instead? And parents, I see you in the back. You have your own list of questions. If your head is spinning right now, this video is made exactly for you. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you every subject Cambridge IGCSE offers. I'll break down the language options specifically for Indian students. I'll compare IGCSE and IB, so you know the difference, and I'll give you 5 concrete factors to think through before you fill in that form. Stay till the end, because I'm also giving you the 5 questions every parent must ask their school before choosing. Let's go. Quick context for anyone new here. IGCSE stands for International General Certificate of Secondary Education. It's offered by Cambridge Assessment International Education, also called CAIE, which is part of the University of Cambridge in the UK. You study it in grade 9 and grade 10. That's ages 14 to 16. And here's why it matters. Your IGCSE results are recognized by top universities in India, the UK, the US, Australia, Singapore, over 160 countries worldwide. But the one thing that makes IGCSE different from CBSE and ICSE, and this is the big one, there are no rigid streams. In CBSE, after grade 10, you pick science, commerce, or arts, and that locks you in. Cambridge IGCSE doesn't do that. Science and economics together? Fine. History and computer science together? Also fine. You build your own combination. That freedom is powerful, but it means you have to make real choices. So let's understand what those choices actually are. Before we get into the subject list, I know a lot of you are asking this one question. What's the difference between IGCSE and IB? Let me clear this up right now because a lot of families confuse the two. IGCSE is grade 9 and 10, ages 14 to 16. You choose between 5 and 14 subjects, and you have complete freedom to mix them. IB, the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, is grade 11 and 12. Ages 16 to 19. You take exactly 6 subjects, one from each of 6 mandatory groups, and on top of that, you write an extended essay, you do theory of knowledge, and you complete a CAS project. It is significantly more demanding. Here is the most important thing to understand. These two are not competitors. For most Indian students, the path looks like this: IGCSE in grade 9 and 10, then IB diploma in grade 11 and 12, then university. One feeds into the other. IGCSE gives you broad exposure. IB gives you depth. They're 2 stages of the same journey. In India, IGCSE schools are far more common. IB schools are fewer and typically more expensive. So if you're at an IGCSE school right now, don't stress about IB yet. Focus on choosing the right IGCSE subjects first. All right, let's look at what Cambridge IGCSE actually offers. All subjects fall into 6 groups, and I'm showing you the actual official list, not a summary, not a guess, the real Cambridge subject list. Group 1, Creative and Professional, 21 subjects: accounting, business studies, computer science, ICT, design and technology, drama, music, art and design, food and nutrition, enterprise, travel and tourism. Group 2, English language and literature, 13 subjects, different versions of English, first language, second language, literature in English, and more. Group 3, Humanities and Social Sciences, 15 subjects: economics, geography, history, sociology, psychology, global perspectives, and yes, even Sanskrit. Group 4, Mathematics, 6 subjects: core and extended maths, additional mathematics, statistics. Group 5, Sciences, 15 subjects: biology, chemistry, physics, combined science, environmental management, physical education. Group 6, languages, 34 subjects. This is the single biggest group, 34 language options, and we're spending proper time on this one next. Now, one thing I need you to hear clearly. Cambridge offers all of this globally, but your school only offers a selection. A good school will offer 20 or more subjects. A school with only 10 or 12 subjects limits your choices and limits your child's future. More on that in a minute. Okay, languages. This is where I get the most questions. First, English. You have more than one option. The most common is First Language English, code 0500. This is for students who are fully comfortable in English. Advanced reading, essay writing, unseen passages. Most Indian IGCSE students take this one. Then there's English as a second language, codes 0510 and 0511. For students whose strongest language isn't English, more focused on communication, reading, writing, listening, speaking. And there's also literature in English, 0475, a completely separate subject. Novels, poetry, Shakespeare. Many students take both English language and literature as two separate subjects. Now, Indian languages. Here's the honest answer. Cambridge officially offers Hindi as a second language. Subject code 0549. That is the main Indian language in the Cambridge syllabus. Urdu, code 0539, is also available. Sanskrit, 0499, is there, but it falls under Humanities, not the languages group. Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Bengali, I'm sorry to say, not offered by Cambridge IGCSE. Some schools offer these internally, but they don't carry Cambridge certification. Foreign languages? French 0520 and Spanish 0530 are by far the most widely available at IGCSE schools in India. If your school offers a foreign language, it's almost certainly one of these two. German, Arabic, Chinese Mandarin, Italian, available in the Cambridge syllabus, but far fewer Indian schools offer them. Always check with your school first. How many IGCSE subjects should you take? Cambridge allows a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 14. But the sweet spot, what most successful IGCSE students actually take, is 8 to 11 subjects. I cannot stress this enough. More subjects does not mean better grades. Every extra subject you add is more exam pressure, more revision, more stress. 9 subjects done brilliantly beats 13 subjects done poorly, every single time. Now there's also something called the ICE Award, the Cambridge International Certificate of Education. If you take 7 subjects spread across the 6 groups, you earn this certificate on top of your individual grades. It shows breadth and looks strong on university applications, worth knowing about. More subjects does not equal more impressive. Quality beats quantity. Write that down. All right, here are the 5 things you must think about before you fill in that form. Factor 1, your rough direction. You don't need a perfect career plan at 14. Nobody does. But do you lean more towards science, numbers, people in society, creativity, even a rough direction? I think I like science-ish stuff, is enough to narrow things down. Don't pick subjects randomly. Factor 2, what your school actually offers. This one gets ignored constantly. You might want drama, physics, and economics together, and Cambridge IGCSE allows that combination. But if your school doesn't offer drama, it doesn't matter what Cambridge says. Get the actual list from your school's academic coordinator before you plan anything. Factor 3, how many subjects you can handle. Pick a number between 8 and 11. Be honest with yourself. If you struggle to manage time, go closer to 8. If you're highly organized and enjoy academics, 10 or 11 is fine. Factor 4, don't lock yourself out of the future. This is the one most students miss. If you want to study medicine, you will need biology and chemistry, not optional. If you want engineering, maths and physics are non-negotiable. If you're thinking of studying abroad, some UK and Singapore universities check specific IGCSE subject grades. Spend 10 minutes Googling what your future path requires. It could save you a lot of regret. Factor 5. Pick at least one subject you genuinely enjoy. You are studying these subjects for 2 full years. If every single subject on your list is something you're taking because you should, you will burn out before grade 10 exams. Add one subject that actually excites you: music, drama, art, computer science. That one subject will carry you through the tough weeks. Let me make this super practical. Here are 5 subject combination templates, one for each common path in India. Think of these as starting points, not rules. If you're going science or medical, English first language, maths, additional maths, physics, chemistry, biology, computer science. Engineering or tech, English maths, additional maths, physics, chemistry, computer science, design and technology. Commerce or finance, English, maths, economics, accounting, business studies, computer science, statistics. Humanities or law, English, maths, history, geography, economics, sociology, literature in English. Creative or media, English, maths, art and design, drama, music, ICT, business studies. Notice what's in every single combination: English, mathematics, every time, without exception. These two are your foundation. Build everything else around them. One more thing, and I want to speak to the parents watching for a moment. The school you choose matters enormously when it comes to IGCSE subject selection. A school that invests in offering 20 or more subjects gives your child genuine freedom to build the right combination. A school with 10 or 12 subjects forces your child to choose from whatever's available, not from whatever's best for them. So here are the 5 questions every parent must ask any IGCSE school. 1. How many IGCSE subjects do you offer? 2. Are sciences offered separately, biology, chemistry, physics, or only as combined science? 3. Do you offer additional mathematics? 4. Which language options are available for Indian students? 5. Is computer science offered as a full subject? If a school says yes to all 5, that school is giving your child real choices. So, to bring everything together, Cambridge IGCSE gives you 6 subject groups, over 70 subjects, and complete freedom to mix them. No rigid streams. For Indian students specifically, Hindi as a second language, code 0549, French and Spanish are your main language options. English first language is what most students take. Take between 8 and 11 subjects, not more. Think about your direction before you choose. Make sure you're not locking yourself out of future paths. And please, pick at least one subject you actually enjoy. And for parents, ask your school how many subjects they offer. That number matters more than most people realize. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop your subject combination in the comments below. Tell me which path you're leaning towards: science, commerce, humanities, creative. And I'll give you honest feedback. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more Indian students who need this guidance. Subscribe if you want more guides on IGCSE, A levels, and IB for Indian students. I have a full series planned, and I'll see you in the next one.